What's up everybody, I'm Hiran and welcome to Double H. So today we'll be talking about God of War Ragnarok. God of War has been on the scene since 2005 when Santa Monica Studios released God of War, the first game. It was released on the PlayStation 2 console. It sold millions of copies and it was a really big hit. The PlayStation 2 being one of the most famous and the most sold console in the world also helped in the God of War franchise being more famous. Since then, Santa Monica Studios has been releasing a lot of God of War content, and right now we're waiting for the latest, one of the most anticipated games in PlayStation 5, which is God of War Ragnarok. So today I'll be answering two major questions that most people will have in their mind, which is when will God of War Ragnarok be released, and should I buy a PlayStation 5 to play this game, or should I keep my PlayStation 4 and will I be able to play the game on the same console? Let's start with the first question. When will God of War Ragnarok be released? Now, we were not really sure when God of War Ragnarok was going to be released until Santa Monica Studios came up with this trailer.
You must prepare yourself.
Yep, according to this trailer, God of War Ragnarok will be released on 2021. But is that really possible? God of War Ragnarok is a AAA game which is going to be a really important game for PlayStation 5. It is definitely going to be one of the most important and the game which is going to be sold the most for PlayStation 5 and which is going to sell most PlayStation 5s. This game is also going to be a next generation graphic game. If that makes sense. Let's take into consideration the time gap between the potential release date of Ragnarok and the release date of God of War 2018. It is, yeah, like I said, 2018. They are saying that they will release God of War Ragnarok on 2021. That's just 3 years of gap. Do you guys really think a game like God of War Ragnarok will be released, fully developed in 3 years? Take Cyberpunk 2077 for example. It was announced in April 2012, I believe. Well, in the year 2012, and the game was delayed 3 times, and we got it in December 2020. Delayed 3 times, so there is a possibility that this game, which is God of War, could also be delayed. Or if they do somehow release it hastily, it could have a lot of bugs and issues, so it's better to get a game delayed rather than having it full of bugs and glitches like Cyberpunk. So the reason I'm saying that God of War Ragnarok may not be released in 2021, even in late 2021, is because in an interview with PlayStation boss Jim Ryan, he did not mention God of War being he did not mention the game God of War at all. Jim Ryan only talked about 3 games, which are Ratchet & Clank, Horizon Forbidden West, and Returnal. There was no mention of God of War Ragnarok. Why could that be? The obvious reason is because he was not sure that God of War Ragnarok will be released in late 2021, so he didn't mention it. That's the obvious and most certainly the right answer. The other question that most people will have in their minds is, will I be able to play God of War Ragnarok on my PlayStation 4? Because not everyone has a PlayStation 5 because of the issues. So PlayStation 4 players out there, you guys can have a little bit of hope, because the former director of God of War, David Jaffe, he said that the PlayStation 4 will be able to run God of War 5. That's what he says. It's not what's confirmed. Now, this is good news for PlayStation 4 players, but it can also be a curse. The reason being that God of War 5 or God of War Ragnarok is a next generation game. It has next generation graphics, and most probably will have things like ray tracing, and I don't know all the graphic settings, but most probably it will have all the new graphic settings. Most probably it will not be able to run properly on a PlayStation 4. You guys saw what kind of a disaster Cyberpunk was.
Be gone!
only people who were able to play Cyberpunk 2077 properly were people who bought it for their PCs or people who played them on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. All the other people had a lot of issues, including people who own PlayStation 4 Pros. See, the thing is, God of War 2018 can run at 60 FPS on PlayStation 4 Pro when you turn it on to favor performance mode. But that doesn't mean the game is always locked at 60 FPS. In certain areas of the map, the game does fluctuate, the game FPS does fluctuate a lot. Now, taking into consideration God of War 5, which will be a next generation game, do you guys really think this game will run properly on a PlayStation 4 Pro, a PlayStation 4 base version, or even a PlayStation 4 Slim? But this is if the game is released on the PlayStation 4. What if the game is not released on PlayStation 4 and only comes out for the PlayStation 5? This is still a possibility. Sony may consider not releasing this game for PlayStation 4, well, because of the reasons that I said before, and also that PlayStation 4 is about at the end of its lifetime. PlayStation 5 has replaced PS4. Very soon, we will no longer have new games for PlayStation 4. Right now, most games are being released there are a few games which are being released just for PlayStation 4, but most games are released which are compatible between PS4 and the PS5. So by 2022 or 2023, PlayStation 4 will no longer have new games. What do you guys think? You guys think that the PlayStation 4 will run a bit longer, or will it end its life cycle in 2022 or 2023? But we still can't confirm about this yet. This is all speculation. Nothing is confirmed, and if they are confirmed, I will try my best to inform you guys about when God of War is going to be released, and will you be able to play this on PlayStation 4. That's it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I try to bring as many content as I can, because right now I am in a college, so I won't be able to post videos constantly, and I'm trying my best to get as many videos as I can out. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.